Hello, welcome to Cool Bears. Welcome back to another video. Another dramatic day inside the High Court in Pretoria. Yes, guys, I don't know what is going on. I believe you too, you don't know what is going on. It is all a matter of time for us to get to figure out what is going on inside the High Court in Pretoria. Yet it is another dramatic day as we could see it for ourselves what has been happening inside this High Court where the case of Senzo Meyiwa is being treated. All we see is drama after drama. And I don't know for how long this will have to go. I don't know how far this will have to take us for us to wait to get to know exactly what is going on with the Senzo Meyiwa murder case. Because every time now we go inside the court, there is something that have to happen. There have to be something new that is happening inside the court. All about postponing every time about this and that. Guys, where are we going with all this? Where are we going? You guys saw last week, Advocate Zandile Mushlolo, she had asked the court that she needs some few days or some times in order for her to go through this second docket, which was brought to her in the last minute when she was still busy cross-examining the first witness on stand, Thabo Mosia. And then they came with this second docket, the 375, to present it to her, and she asked for some days. Today is Monday, the day when she's supposed to come back to court and tell people like, okay guys, I think I have read this docket, I understand what is it all about, and I'm ready to go ahead and finish with my asking question that was asking to Thabo Mosia. Instead, she came as she was still busy reading this second docket. She got interrupted again this time. And this time she got interrupted by the state advocate Baloy, who had to ask the court that she should stop before she got to finish reading this second docket. She should stop so that they will have to come and introduce a second letter which accompany the second docket that they had brought to her. And as they bring it in, the court has adjourned for a few minutes. The advocate Baloyi came up with this later. And guys, I don't want to say much, but I want you guys just to have a listen a little bit what all this docket about before we get to continue and tell you exactly what they were saying in that docket. Advocate Zandile Mshlol, she was trying to respond to the accusations that are being made against her by the state advocate Baloy, who says that last week, Advocate Mushlolo, she had used some strong words to describe the state advocate about this second docket that he brought to her. And she said, she confirmed again what she had said last week, that she was not aware about, or she was not given this second docket of 375, which the state advocate wanted them to get to discuss. And she even go far to say that she had nothing to do with that, because that is something that they bring to her when she's busy already engage herself in trying to defend a accused who's behind the bars with something else. So, and they had charged other people who supposed to be arrested. Yet these people, they are outside and they're free. They're living their life. And at the same time, there's another docket which has signed for these other people, these 5 people that were seen inside the court, that they should be inside the court as we are seeing them. So now she was trying to answer to Advocate Baloy that if he did not understand the English properly, she will have to use the simple words so that they'll have to get to understand each other instead of him trying to assume things that she did not say. Now, in this second docket, I mean, the letter that they received earlier on, as Advocate Baloy, she was busy reading this second docket. They came and they have to cancel the second docket, the one of 375. They said that it has no merit, and they had to consider this other new docket that they had bring to the court, because this one, it is signed, and the first one, it was not signed, or it was not either stamped. Now, guys, the question is for us to know what is going on. What is going on? Because you guys, you are working at the same place, but at the same time, you keep on confusing us. We don't understand what is going on. Huh? They are saying that this second docket, it was signed, or it was applied by a junior, yes, a junior advocate. So are you telling us that you guys, the matter, this kind of serious matter, as we are saying it in Senzo Meyiwa murder case, you have to go and leave it to the junior advocate for them to come and treat this kind of matters? Now that they had bring the report, you are now busy changing. What is going on? Obviously, as I was also watching this court today, I got to go through on not social media like TikTok and uh, Twitter. I mean, I could see how people, they all agree that the corruption is taking place in this murder case of Senzo Meyiwa. From the moment when Senzo was removed from that house, and from that time, that is when corruption started. Everyone who comes, they need to cover for someone, and no one don't want to tell the truth, because there's no way that you'll sign a first docket which contains the names of people who are supposed to appear before the court, and then you come back, you change, you say no, not this one, they should just maintain people who are being arrested already. Guys, like seriously, these people, I mean, like, they are not even feeling pity for Senzo's family. They don't feel pity, like, just to try to bring out the person who had committed this crime, because they say, okay, fine, we're having two dockets. They want to maintain the names of the 5 accused who are being behind bars, and they want to contain the names of 7 names of Kelly Kumalo, a mother, a sister, Senzo Meyiwa's brothers, and a sister boyfriend Longo Twala. And all the sadly, today they are coming to the court and say that no, they should not consider that, and we should just let it go like that. Eh? What is going on here? Can we really trust this court, the way it is handling the matter? I mean, like, the way things are being brought to this court, can we really trust this justice? Because me, I'm confused. I don't know about you, but me personally, I'm confused. You show us this. That was last week on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Advocate Baloy, he came himself, he told Advocate Zandile Mushulolo that no, there is a second docket, which we had in our possession. Today he came, he changed to say that no, I did not also heard it before. I only heard it that day, is the same time as the when I gave it to you. And as Advocate Mushulolo, she's still busy trying to read that docket to the court. He interrupt her. No, she should wait. There's another letter that we just received. Even the judge asked him, like, okay, what do you mean, like, another letter? What do you mean? Like, when did you get it? Because we are all sitting here. Oh, no, someone walked in and gave me this. Okay. So, in other words, Advocate Baloy was trying to tell us that it is possible for you to be seated inside the court and someone to walk through and come and give you a document. Guys, Mina, I'm so confused. I don't know what is going on. Seriously, I don't know what is going on. Now they had to start fighting there, and at the same time, as they bring these two letters which are under the same docket, the second docket, Advocate Tefo, he was also confused at the same time, because he needed to speak to the court, but unfortunately the court did not want to listen to him, and they had to start now disputing between the judge and Advocate Malisela Tefo. So what next now? because they have to postpone again this court, and obviously some they want it to be in November, some they want it to be early November. At the end of the day, what are Senzo Meyiwa's family benefiting from all this? This is so embarrassing, guys. Thanks to those who are busy liking the videos. Please also do like the video. We really do appreciate that. Just hit that thumbs up. We'll really do appreciate. So guys, I mean, it's very confusing. It's very confusing because there's no way that you'll come to the court and give a certain information which are very, very delicate. You give it to the court. After, I don't know, where are these people receiving this pressure from? Because obviously, I have feelings that there's this kind of pressures which come from somewhere where like, no, guys, don't do that. No, it's too late if you do this, which means all of us will be in trouble. And it is true. If they let this second docket took place, some people will be in trouble. As I always tell you in my videos, that I see some people going jail, whether it is in the police department. Yes, that is true, Emmanuel. The state advocate is bringing confusion. We're so confused because you come with this, you bring it, we got surprised, then you say, okay, fine. Since you had bring it already, let's just try to go through it and see if we will be able to try to discuss about it. And the next thing, you come, you say, no, wait a minute, there's something new. What is going on, guys? Advocate Baloyi, I don't understand. Is this the way of them trying to make money? Because I spoke to a friend of mine who's also an advocate. He told me that people like the state advocates or anyone who's there as a counselor, they do make a lot of money. The more time they spend inside the courts, the more money they make. The more time that they keep on postponing the courts, the more money they keep making. So now, if you want to make money, can't you also think about the family of Senzo Meyiwa? Can't you think also about people who are watching this case, the way it is going? Because it has already took 8 good years. And if you guys will keep on postponing, changing up a statement, bringing up this docket, changing it, putting in something else, which means with only one witness on stand, it's going to take us another 3 years. Because, guys, to be quite honest, since when Thabo Mosia took stand on that court, we're talking about 2 to 3 months now that Thabo Mosia has been in that court, and yet he have not even finished, according to Advocate Zandile Mushlolo. So, I mean, it is something that we will not really gonna benefit from all this, because it's gonna end up hurting the family even more. Because imagine Senzo's family, they're sitting in front of the TV and they're seeing what is going on. Guys, corruption is now in another level. And in this case, I'm afraid, I'm sorry to tell you this, according to my own understanding or the way of analyzing all this, I have strong feelings that there could be some power people who are behind this, who had committed this mistake from the beginning, from the moment when Senzo Meyiwa was killed in that house. And then now they see, okay, if we had to bring this second docket with the contains name of the one which contains names of Kelly Kumalo and the people who are in that house, which means these people, if they go to court, they'll also say the truth. That, no, look, me, I'm innocent. Actually, I wanted to say the truth, and here comes this officer, approached us and told us that, no, we must not say this, we must give this kind of a diversion of this of story. And if they had to bring this kind of testimony or to testify in the court in such manner, which means this other office who had helped them they'll end up being in trouble because they'll have now to question them as well. Like you as an officer, why did you not do your job? Instead, you try to protect a crime. Why did you hide the secret? So they are actually afraid. They are actually afraid and they don't know what to do. That is the reason why you're seeing all these dramas taking place in the court, whereby they keep on bringing this, canceling. I don't know what they will have to cancel next, because it seems like this is how we're going to live now. Who knows, maybe very soon they'll come and tell us that, no, you know what, we'll have to withdraw all the statement that Thabo Mosia had made in the court, because I can sense it actually myself. I can sense it in the saying of Kelly Kumalo's advocate. According to her, she's saying that Kelly Kumalo is supposed to be the first witness to testify in that court. Now my question is, why will she have to be the first witness to testify in that court when the state advocates had said that there are about 130 witnesses in this case? Why do they have to go and choose only Kelly Kumalo? Is it that she's the one who does really memorize what had happened in that house, so that whatever should come to say to the court, whether it is truth or whether it is lie, people who are behind her will have to come and repeat the same thing? Because I don't see anything wrong if they will have to take someone else who have to come to the court. Yes, exactly, Emmanuel. So I don't see any difference why they should have to feel like, okay, no, Kelly Kumalo should be the first person to testify inside the court. Is it for like people don't have to buy a side of story? We had started already with Thabo Mosia, who had proven to the court that he have been doing the rubbish job. Yes, an unfinished job, a job, an investigation that which left of uncovers spots. He touch here, he leave without finishing. He jumped to something else. He went somewhere and take his time and wait for the following morning to come and continue with the work. The bullet which shoot, he did not know nothing. There were some bottles in that house. He did not even know that these people, they were drinking or not. How do you call the test of blood to get to know who was drunk that night or not. He did not do it. If there were even people who had drugs, he did not even know about it. There's just a lot of things, and you guys, you saw that through the question that advocate Marcela Tefo asked him, followed by the advocate Mushulolo. She popped him the questions. She even got to the point of doubting his certificate of the studies that he had done. And if she even asked him, it is simply mean that when you went there, you did not have first enough experience, and you were not qualified for you to deal with this kind of investigations, because he had failed, guys. I mean, like, if you watch all things that's been happening inside the courts, you'll see for yourself that the dude, like, he did not get it. There's a lot of things that is not covered. A lot of a lot of things that which is part of his job, which are under his responsibility, and he failed to do them. He failed to put all these things, and for that reason, it was a way already showing that these people, they had planned something. Now, seeing people like Kelly Kumalo's advocate coming on media saying that no, they should have called Kelly. Oh, that's the way. My question is, I'm just taking there a little bit just to know, like, why Kelly? Why they can't call someone else? Because there were 7 people in that house. And why, like, Kelly, she's boiling too much about all this. Because her mom was also inside that house. Her sister was also inside that house. Why we don't hear too much from the side? Guys, please do like this video. Please hit that like button. I will really do appreciate it. Okay. So I mean, like, that's a serious question that I just want to know, like, because there were 7 people in that house, including children. So if the states have to call, you can decide to call anyone. You don't need to come and impose yourself and say that, oh no, look, my client wants to be in court. She wants to give a version of a side of story. Okay. As I asked earlier on, is she the only one who's memorizing this, whatever had happened in that house, or whether it is lie, or whether they were telling the truth? Is she the one who, like, she want to come and draw the line so that all the witness will go there, they'll have to speak accordingly to what she had say, she will say inside the court? Guys, this is not fair. This is not fair. I believe Senzo Meyiwa, wherever he is busy turning on his grave. I'm telling you, he's busy like crying. He's like, oh guys, I wish I was alive right now to deal up with all these corrupt politicians, officers, and people who are inside the court, you know, because the same problem keep on delaying over and over again, over and over again. The reason, we don't know. Now the question is, I mean, I just wish they can ask this question to the court to know when they're saying that they should cancel this second docket, which contain the names of people supposed to be arrested, because it was not signed and because it was made by a junior advocate. Now my question is, how did it get to the court? Who bring it to the court? Because the person who bring it to the court is the person who knows that this is something that's supposed to be done a long time ago, but we have not done it. And this is about time we do it. So now it is inside the court. You coming telling us that no, it has no merit. Guys, angeke. You don't do that. You don't do that. Because we can all see what is going on inside the court. We might not be the judge. We might not be the advocate or attorneys or whoever you guys want to put us, but we can feel, we can tell who's telling the truth and who's lying. Who wanted this court to finish so that we can get to know who are the really killer of Senzo Meyiwa and who don't want. We can also sense people who have to be arrested and people who will walk free or out from that court in Pretoria. But unfortunately, they see us like we are full. They think that we don't have any idea. We can't tell what is going on. That is not good. That is not good. I just hope you guys, we can have pity for the Meyiwa's family and try to help them out as much we all do help them out. You guys, I made a video. For those who have not watched it, just double check here, you see it. I made a video whereby the Meyiwa brother Sifiso had to speak out about this matter, and according to him, he even confirmed, saying that the truth of the person who had killed his brother is right in that second docket, the one of a 375. He insisted. He said that the truth of what had happened in that house, it is in that second docket, not on this first docket, the one they are bringing 5 suspects in the court. And this man, when he's saying like this, guys, I can tell you, someone like him, someone like Malisela Tefo, they have clear evidence of the eyewitness who were in that house. And I'm afraid to say that perhaps among people who had seen what had really happened, and these are the same people who decided to go and speak to them, to speak to Senzo Meyiwa's brother, speak to Advocate Malisela, and like, okay guys, look, I'm willing to tell you the truth. If I told you the truth, will you leave me? If I told you the truth, will you help me so that I must not be arrested? Advocate Baloy and Mshlolo pretended to be fighting or challenging each other, but those are the dramas. That's why I said a dramatic day inside the court. Emmanuel, That is the drama after drama, and that's what we've been seeing in the court. Because you saying that, okay, no, I never, okay, first, Advocate Mushulolo, she said no, she was not aware about the second docket. That's what she said since last week. Today, when they confront her by Advocate Baloy, she said that I was aware, but I never heard it in my hands. That's what she said. I was aware about this second docket. I heard about it, but I never had it in my hand, and that is the reason why I had asked Advocate Baloy so that he will give it to me. And he gave it to me that day, that morning. When I go through it, I saw that there's a things that I need to go through and study it and try to discuss with my clients. Those are the words which Advocate Zandile Mushulolo had spoken. And this one, obviously, you could see that they were busy like trying to fight, like trying to exchange the words, because according to Advocate Balo, he's saying that Mushulolo, she speak bad about him. For an example, like calling him that he's a liar. So that's not something that you will take. And also for the fact of saying that no, the state they had this second docket for so long, but they never mind to give it to her. They're giving her when she's busy with cross examinations. So when it was the turn of Mushulolo to respond to him, she was also like very strict. She was like, no guys, I'm speaking English, and what I had said it is 1 2 3 4. She repeat again the same word to say that no, Advocate Baloy lied to the court. Hey guys, so follow me on the second part of these videos. We are going to talk about the drama that also happened between Advocate Malisela Tefo and the judge. They had a serious dispute today, and you can say that, wow, God, where are we going? So don't miss out. Because I don't want to make long videos. I want to make a short one so that you guys, you can get to see it properly. And in the second videos, we are going to talk about that. Of course, I do also have a question before I go. My question to you guys is that when you see what is going inside the court with all the advocates, counselors, should I say, the judge, and if you have to pick someone like a Tefo Malisela, you put him aside. Then you go on the political parties. This time we can pick up like a EFF with Julius Malema. So let's say if in this country, it is a question that I want to leave to you guys. Let's say if you take Julius Malema, you put him as the president of this country. You take someone like a Advocate Malisela Tefo, you put him Minister of Justice. How do you see those two? How do you see those two managing this country? Like, okay, out of serious, I mean, out of curiosity, guys. Let's say you have a Julius Malema as a president of South Africa, and then on the Justice Department, you put someone like a Advocate Malisela Tefo. Those two, how do you see? I'm leaving that question to you guys. I hope you know the answer. But by the way, thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you again in the next video very soon. For now, take good care. Ciao, ciao.